We've talked at length, really, about Brazil, but not too much about the defending champions. It just seems to be a given because they're Germany and because they've won it before and because they're organised and they've got a good squad that they will go far in this tournament.
They go quite a way, but I don't think they're going to go to the very end. I don't think this is the Germany of 4 years ago. I think he's made a strange decision, the manager, in leaving Leroy Sané out. He was one of the best players in the Premier League and putting Julian Brandt in the squad. Timo Werner as a striker, he's an OK striker. He's going to lead the line. I don't think he's an outstanding player. So there's lots of things that I think are wrong with Germany. Hummels has had a poor season for Bayern Munich. He looks as though he's slow to turn. He's not very good on his recovery runs. They're a good side, but they're not the side they were 4 years ago, and I think they've got a slight...
I think one of the things we talked about, it was the Leroy Sané issue. As good as he's been, was Jogi Löw had more than hinted at the fact that it was the fact it might be a problem if he doesn't play, and I think that was more the issue than his actual football.
Well, let's bring Raf Honigstein into the show from Moscow. Raf, just explain why this photo is causing such problems in Germany.
Causing problems because İlkay Gündoğan and Mesut Özil met with the Turkish president, and İlkay Gündoğan handed him a signed shirt that said "My President," which, if you're representing the Germany team, is not a great look, really. Slightly mixed message there. They were then sent to speak to the German president, the real one, to almost make up for their mistake. But he's since come out, Mr. Steinberger, and said he doesn't feel as if they really have seen where they went wrong, why it was wrong to meet somebody who's under huge criticism for human rights violations in Turkey, and some German journalists, in prison until recently. And it's because it hasn't really been addressed that this kind of lingers. And I think one or two people perhaps have always had the view that those are not really fully proper Germans, if you will, used it to show their disapproval, and we saw those boos in the stadium, and we see this kind of slight uneasy situation continue to pervade and throw a bit of shadow onto the preparations for Germany.